guys, you got to get out there. Like, look, if you're not as good looking as Neema or as Jazz, I get it. You don't want to put yourself on camera, but maybe you can do an audio only podcast. Maybe you're really good at
Right.
writing. Like, I can't write sentences, but people can do that shit.
Yep.
When it comes to video, though, there's a lot of insecurities.
For sure.
How does someone get started? Like, even in slow steps, what would your advice be to them?
Well, first of all, you have to be self-aware enough to understand why you're doing it in the first place. Because once you understand why you're doing it, then the rest of it becomes very much easier to get past mentally. So, like for me, like I've been always self-conscious about my weight and how oversized I've always been. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the fattest guy in the room everywhere I go, but I'm like, hey man, it is what it is right now. I can't change now, so I might as well just keep going. And then eventually, when I one day want to actually take care of my health, which I'm doing right now, it's like slowly but surely that those problems will start going away because you're so focused on the main thing that you're doing on online. And so that's the easiest way to look at it for me. And also, one thing I realize is like so many people have tons of things to worry about in their own lives. They don't really care as much as you think they care.
Fucking love that.
So, yeah.
Like I noticed that, you know, like I sometimes have a lazy eye. The doctors have been trying to look at it, trying to fix it.
Right.
I do a lot of stuttering sometimes. The brain's moving faster than my lips.
Yeah.
I came to realize that most people don't give a shit. Like I'm from Rexdale.
Yeah.
You can't see the whole, you know, sign behind me,
Rex.
the whole neon sign. It says established in Rexdale. Like I want to put Rexdale on the map. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And
you're a hood man.
well, I was born there, but you know, I was lucky because I was protected by my two older brothers, my parents. They really kept me sheltered. Okay. So like all that shit was around me, but I found what I was good at. And what I realized over time that most people are not thinking about you as much as you think that they're thinking about. Mm-hmm. They got their own shit going on. You spoke about your weight. And I reached out to you and the team. You've been really busy, obviously.
Yeah.
But there was a story you put up, I'm going to say about 2-3 weeks ago. It might be a little bit longer, where I was like, fuck, I'm following up again. It was a story about somebody just making some stupid comment about you on the journey of like with your new transformation. And the shit that you said, man, that made me like, I need to reach back out because like, I'm not sure if you can see it. I wear a sweater that says you are enough every single day. Just to remind everybody, like, you're enough.
Nice.
But what you said in that story is like, what the heck are you guys talking about? Like, I'm on my journey.
Yeah.
I'm on the process, you know? Like, so I want to ask you, because I want somebody to be inspired today by it. Like, how is this whole journey going right now? Like, I see the work you're putting in. Like, you put out your stories, how much you're working out, like what you're doing and how much you're sweating. How's this whole journey been for you, man? What did you learn about yourself?
Oh man, it's been great. And to touch on the story you're talking about, here's the thing. There's always this notion that, you know, you can't talk about physical health or fitness unless you're actually jacked. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because if I don't talk about this stuff now, how am I ever going to get to that point in the first place? Right. And someone has to do it. Right. Like I said earlier, it was my role to kind of go up and tell those funny jokes to my family when I was a kid. That's how I feel about this now, is because once again, I have people follow me. I have a large audience who watches my stuff daily. And I just feel like it's my duty almost to share the journey along with those people who actually heavily support me, which is great. And yeah, man, it's like, if I don't aim high, then I'll never even get to here in the middle. Right. So that's all it is. It's as simple as that. And so that's why I like to talk about those things, because it will inspire many people that you have no idea who you're inspiring, but it definitely will. And I don't know. I just feel like it's good to be vulnerable sometimes and transparent online, because it just comes off more authentic and people will get to know you better that way.
100%, man. I think the one thing that the social medias and the internet doesn't do a good job with is not enough people are putting out their failures. Not enough people are, showing the journey. They're showing the private jets, and they're showing like, the beautiful this and the six packs and all that shit, but they're not showing the actual journey. So I just want to be someone that says to you that, like, please don't stop putting that stuff out there, because way more people need to hear it and way more people need to see it. And it'll be kind of cool for people to finally see like you at where you want to be in terms of this transformation. So just big, I want to give you the flowers now. That's what I'm really wanting to articulate. I want to give you your flowers now.
I appreciate that.
If you found that video valuable and you want to watch the full discussion, click here for my podcast. If you want to watch more videos, click here.